My name is Caleb Keene, and I am a senior child and family development major at Missouri State University. There is nothing more traumatic for a child who has been sexually abused than to have to relive previous trauma during a comprehensive medical examination. As caregivers, our job is to help eliminate as much stress on the child as possible, preventing re traumatization during the exam. Medical evidence is obtained during these exams can be vital in not only prosecuting the offender but maintaining the physical and mental health of the child. My presentation today will focus on ways child workers and medical personnel can help ease the anxiety and stress of a child undergoing a child sexual abuse related medical exam. I hope you enjoy. How professionals can help sexually abused children cope with a comprehensive medical exam. First of all, let's look at some background information on sexual abuse. Ringgold tells us that 1.8 million children ages 12 to 17 in the U.S. have been sexually assaulted in their lifetime. In addition, Ringgold states that children who are sexually abused are at increased risk for experiencing post-traumatic stress, depression, delinquent behaviors, and sexualized behaviors. From our textbook, we have learned that sexual abuse is difficult to identify and prove and easy to deny. Finally, the child sexual abuse related exam is critical in gathering evidence for an investigation, as well as to determine the health and well-being of the child and to treat any possible sexual transmitted diseases. What we know about the CSA related comprehensive medical exam. Research by Britain has concluded that about 25% of these exams find physical evidence. This can include bruising, cuts, and tears to and in the genitals or genital area, positive cultural swabs for sexually transmitted diseases, and evidence of semen. What else do we know about the exam? It can cause a tremendous amount of stress and anxiety in both the victim and the caregiver. In fact, according to Goley, many child care workers have voiced concern that the CSA related medical exam can be psychologically traumatic, causing children to become emotionally upset. Now, let's look at what some of the research tells child workers and medical personnel about how to help these children that have had a CSA related medical exam. The main research in my study pointed to three findings on ways to help children. First, we must prepare the workers for the examination. Second, we must prepare the child for examination. And third, we need to give the child a greater sense of control by allowing options. So how do we prepare workers for the examination? According to the Burson and Child Welfare magazine, the person who prepares the child for the exam should not be on the same person that examines the child. The preparer could be a nurse, counselor, community social worker, or a social worker that works with the medical examiner. It is imperative that the preparer can establish a good rapport with the child, be comfortable in answering questions honestly, and be available for follow-up with the child. How do we prepare a child for examination? In Ringgold's research, an educational video was used. This video was entitled, Helping Kids and Parents Learn About the Comprehensive Medical Examination. The video goes over what to expect and shows on dolls what will be done during the examination. 69 children were studied, with 35 watching the video, and 34 did not watch the video and were assigned to the control group. Ringgold found that 82.9% of the children responded that the video helped them during the exam, and 93.8% of the children said the video would help other children. Some of the responses of the children who watched the video were, "You don't need to be afraid or worried. When you come here, you are going to have to wear one of those blue shirts, and they are going to check your private parts. If you don't feel comfortable, you should take a deep breath and count to 5. How can we give the child a greater sense of control? In Burson's research, helpful tips included giving a tour of the clinic where the exam will take place. This can even be on a separate visit from the exam date. Give the child a choice between a male and a female examiner. Give the child a choice in who is present in the exam, unless it is a very young child. The parent of the opposite sex should not be present. Allow the child to carry in a doll or stuffed animal into the exam room. Allow the child to give the examiner a grade. Teach basic breathing relaxation techniques. In summary, there are ways to lessen the amount of stress placed on a child during a CSA-related medical exam. Both the child and the medical personnel can be prepared for an exam, as well as providing opportunities for the child to feel a greater sense of control in the situation. The goal of the exam is to begin the healing process, not further traumatize the child. As Burson states, how children are prepared for these examinations and the degree of sensitivity employed in the process can make the difference between an exam being a diagnostic tool or a source of additional trauma. Thank you for your time today, and here is where you can find more information.